Hey, welcome back. All right, today I'm going to share with you all the manicures that I wore in November. This was a really good month. I had a lot of beautiful twins and triplets, and it was just really beautiful. A really beautiful month. So let me show you what's on my nails first. I'm wearing Spiced Eggnog by L&P, and then I topped it with Ruby by Never Naked by Jackie. It's my red reflective topper. And this is for a twin that I'm doing with Lisa today. Okay, so I started off the month with a bang. This was an amazing combo. I did a twin with Krista. So when I was in Idaho in October, of course we did, nail polish shopping, and we both picked up My Tie-In Is a Little Rusty from Marshall's, which is this beautiful, like burnt orange, but it pulls very brown, and it's very unique and very interesting, just absolutely beautiful. And then Krista had the idea to top it with my topper Black Flame. This together was amazing. Like, I can't even describe it. It was so beautiful, just rich and vampy, but unique because this had that brown pull to it, and then these orange shifting flakies on top. And then, I don't know if you can see, but this has little tiny black speckles in it. And this together was just, it was crazy good. Really loved this one. Okay, then I did a Skittle. I was testing some polishes that I made that for a little collection that I put out. So I wore a trio of my hollows. Purple one is a Royal Affair. This is a rich purple hollow. Then I wore Midnight Oasis, which is Midnight Blue hollow. And then I wore Teal Me You Love Me, which is the tealish hollow. And I did a little Skittle with that. These are all jellies. So it's like a jelly hollow formula. Okay, then I did a twin with Lisa, and this one, again, it blew me away. I had so many good twins and triplets this month. I feel like I say that every month. My manicures are just getting better and better. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing my end of the year favorites. So we did a twin. We wore Orly's Elysian Fields, which is just the most beautiful poopy green. It's just amazing. And then a really nice formula. And then on top we wore Amber Opal by Fancy Gloss. Fancy Gloss? Is that the one? Yeah, I think this is Fancy Gloss. I will put it on the screen. I thinned mine out, so it's in a little small bottle. So I'm drawing a blank on what the brand is, but I'm pretty sure it's Fancy Gloss. Fancy Gloss, or what's the other one? There's two where the names sound similar, so I kind of mix them up sometimes, so I'm pretty sure this is Fancy Gloss. Anyways, this was crazy good. These kind of like yellowy orange amber flakes was just so unique and beautiful, popped over this poopy green. It was just one of the most interesting manicures I've worn, not just this month, but in general. It was just so beautiful and interesting. Okay, then I wanted to see how my hollows looked over black, so I wore my Teal Me You Love Me over one coat of Restored by Naked's matte black. This, by the way, is an amazing matte black. It's a one coater, so this would be good if you're really good with stamping and you can stamp really quickly. This would be really good because it's a one coat. But if you're like me and you're slow and pokey, it will dry too fast. But this is a really nice black. Honestly, I've been trying to make my own one coat black, and I can't do it. I have a nice two coat black that I've been able to make, but I haven't been able to figure out how to make a nice one coat black with a good formula. But this has an amazing formula. It's not thick, it's not chalky, it's not streaky. It's just really nice. So if you're in the market for a one coat black, I recommend the Restored by Polish. And then I wore Teal Me You Love Me on top of it, and this was really pretty together. It's just really rich and dark and vampy. It's just really enjoyed that one. Okay, then I did another fabulous twin with Lisa. We wore Shh Is Top Secret by OPI as the undies. This is like it's hard to describe. It's like a deep purple, but it's got a lot of gray in it. So it's like a grayed purple. Really, really, really nice. And then on top, we wore cuticulas, all the fall things. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this mani. This was in a box. I think it was just a duo. Was it a duo? Yes. So it was a Shift Happens collab with Rogue Lacquer and Cuticula. And we both had to get that box because of this polish. The Rogue is pretty, but I didn't want the box for the Rogue. I wanted the box for this Cuticula. If I had hated the Rogue, I probably wouldn't have gotten the box. I still might have though, and I might have just given the Rogue to a friend, but that's how good this polish was. And we both knew that we wanted to wear it right away. So we wore this over this, and it's just, wow. This was just so beautiful. You guys know I love, well, maybe you don't know, but if you've watched me for a while, you should know that I just love wearing flakies over dark bases, and it just completely changes the tone of the manicure. And this was just amazing. Okay, then I did a combo. I wore Orly's Midnight Oasis. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know, it's kind of like a bluey teal almost. I don't know if it's quite, yeah, maybe it is leaning teal. It's like a, yeah, I guess you could call this like a blue teal almost. And then I topped it with Night Owl Lacquer's Needed. This has been in my untrieds for a couple years now. And I really like this. This is pretty. I like the Platinum Flakies is popping out of this kind of like green teal. So this is like a blue teal, and this is like a deep greenish blue teal, and together it was really pretty. Like I said, I like those platinum flakes popping out. Okay, then I did a Copycat combo with Lisa. Funny story, so I had, in my whole collection Project Polish, I had a combo that I had pulled to wear. It was black undies with this KB shimmer Hanging With My Girlfriends. So I had pulled that combo with the black, not these green undies. I had pulled that combo out to wear because I wanted to wear it that week. And then that week, Lisa and I decided to do a Copycat combo. So I was pulling through, anytime I see pictures that Lisa, any manis that she wears that I like and I want to Copycat combo in the future, I saved them to a nail folder on Instagram. So I was going through my saved nail folders, and I saw this combo that she had done wearing Hanging With My Girlfriends, and I was like, that's perfect, because I had just pulled this out to wear. So I switched my undies, because she had green undies. I switched the undies from black to Wild Willow, and then I wore Hanging With My Girlfriends on top, and then she wore a green reflective topper. So I pulled out all of the time my Never Naked green reflective topper, and this together was so good, you guys. My pictures do not do this justice, but it was just so beautiful. I loved this. Definitely a favorite of the year. In fact, most of these that I've mentioned so far, like the yeah, all the twins that I've mentioned so far are going to be favorites of the year. This was just so good. So good. Okay, then I did a triplet with my besties, Barb and Krista, and this was a favorite as well. So we wore, a few months ago when the three of us got together here in Florida, Barb gifted us each with Revlon's, what is this called? Daredevil. This is beautiful, beautiful teal. And we knew that we wanted to wear this in the fall as a triplet together. And then we all happened to have Sally Hansen's Crystal top coat. This is so good. This top coat is so good. I've already worn it multiple times. It looks good over everything. And this together was so beautiful. It was just, wow. It was so pretty. Loved this one. Like, look at those. And then over this teal, it was just so good. Definitely a favorite of the year, and it was just amazing. Okay, then I did a twin with Barb. We wore OPI's Rub a Pub. And this is a really interesting polish. It's a gray. It's like a dark gray, but it's got like a tiny drop of, I guess, blue, just like a tiny drop of blue in this gray. And it's so interesting. It's unique. I don't have any kind of color like this. Beautiful. And then Barb, it was Barb's idea. We wore Dragon Scales on top by Never Naked. And this was beautiful. Really loved this combo. Those blue, like bluey green flakies really popped over this blue-gray base. And then I decided to wear mine matte. And I really liked it matte. I never really wear my polishes matte. I always think flakies look beautiful on other people when they wear it matte, and then I just never do it myself. But I decided to do it, and it was beautiful. I really, really liked it. And this was a beautiful combo. Loved this one. Okay, then I did a twin mani with Nicole. This is the third year in a row that we've twinned with KB Shimmer's Mumante. This is my favorite KB Shimmer. This beautiful, beautiful like blurply base, and then it's got those beautiful shifting lime green flakies. And then every year I've worn it a little different. The first year I wore it on its own. Then the second year I wore, I believe, Fairy Dust over, and this year I decided to wear Onyx by Never Naked by Jackie. This is a black reflective topper. I love reflective toppers. I've made them in every rainbow that I can get them. Not for the reflective property, I don't care about that, but just in general, reflective glitters are just so sparkly, and they're fine. They're little fine glitters, which I love. Fine glitter toppers, and so like I said, I've just been putting these on top of everything that I can, and this was really pretty. I like this. Okay, then I wore a combo. I wore Zoya's Cola. It's this beautiful brown. It's got I would say it's like a jellyish formula. Probably if you wear it on its own, at least 2, maybe 3 thin coats, but it's got a really nice formula. It levels nicely. I actually decluttered this a few years ago because I don't like browns. And then after like a year or 2 later, I saw it rolling around in the bottom of my declutter bag. I hadn't gotten rid of it. And I was like, oh, my tastes are changing now. And I do combos. At that point, I was doing heavily into combos. And so I did a combo with it and I loved it. And I uncluttered it. And since then, I've worn this probably in like 3 manis as undies. And it's just a really, really nice brown. It's like a brown with a little bit of red. It's just like a ready brown, and it's no longer on their website, so if I had decided that I wanted it back, I wouldn't have been able to get it. Anyways, then I topped it with Glam Polish Crucio, which is one of my favorite glam polishes. So pretty. Love this one. Look at that. It's just a beautiful deep, maybe like an oxblood red almost, and then it's got all those glitters. Really, there are little flakies in there too. Yeah, it looks like there's silver glitters, and then there's little teeny tiny cut up, kind of like rainbowish flakies. Oh, like they're shifting. I see green, I see red, I see a little bit of yellow. Yeah, really, really pretty. I like this one. Okay, then I did a twin with Amanda from Nail Polish Hound. When I was in Idaho visiting Krista, I got together with Jacqueline, which is her YouTube partner, and Jacqueline gifted me with this polish. This is Restored by Polish, I Will Rise. It's from PPU October 2021. It was one of their polishes that got away. I was on the fence about getting it, and then I didn't get it, and then I kind of wished that I had gotten it. And then when I was in Idaho, she gifted me with this, and it's beautiful. And then Amanda and I decided to twin with it. So unique and interesting. I don't have anything like this. It's like a red shifting duochrome, and then it's got these beautiful cut up like platinum flakes. Really, really pretty and interesting. And I enjoyed that. It has a nice formula and it has a pretty shift. See that? And I like this one. Okay, then I wore Bluebird Lacquer's Thinking of You from July 2021 Rewind. I don't know why I never got this when it first came out, but I'm so glad I snagged it for Rewind. This was beautiful. Just amazing. I didn't even need to put any kind of top or nothing on it. I just wanted it to shine through on its own. It's like a, how do you even describe this? It's like a dusty, muted red with like just a tiny bit of orange. I don't know. Or maybe, no, it's not really pink. It's just like a tiny bit of orange, I would say. I don't know. It's unique. It's beautiful. It's in their beautiful, like shattered hollow formula that they do. This was so glowy and beautiful, and I just loved this mani. Then we went home for Thanksgiving. We went home to New Jersey, which I haven't been home to New Jersey in several years. So for Thanksgiving, I wore Never Naked. What did I end up calling this? Take Home the Bronze, which is a beautiful like russet orange, and then it's got tons and tons of little bronze flakies. So it gives a very foiled look. So I wore that for Thanksgiving. If I had been home and I had all my supplies, I would have wanted to do like cute nail stamping, but I was in New Jersey, so I wanted my mani to really pop and be blingy for Thanksgiving. Okay, so usually every year my in-laws come to Florida for Christmas. This year they couldn't do that for the first time. So we decided while we were in New Jersey that we were going to celebrate Christmas while we were there. So I brought polishes to wear a Christmas mani. So I wore Never Naked's Cherry Bomb, which is from my hollow collection that I just put out. So it's a red hollow. And then I wore Never Naked Under the Mistletoe, which is my Christmas topper that I just put out for my Christmas collection. So this has red platinum shreds, and then it has green metallic hollow glitters, and then it has silver reflective glitters. And so that was my Christmas mani while in New Jersey. Okay, then I came home and did one final mani, a triplet mani with Barb and Krista. We wore OPI's Abstract After Dark. So pretty. Look at that. It's this beautiful kind of like deepened eggplant purple, and then it's got those beautiful bluish purple shimmers. So pretty. And I'm ashamed to say this has been sitting in my untries for probably like 3 years now. But so pretty. Okay, and then, oh no, I had one final mani. I squeezed in on the last day of the month, a twin with Amy Sue. So we wore Polished for Days Raspberry Chocolate. Got this from my friend Laura. Wasn't sure if I was going to love this, but I wanted to give it a try. This is kind of like, actually, Amy Sue and I, she described this perfectly. It's like a grandma color. It's like a dusty, rosy mauve, but it's really interesting. It's, like I said, dusty at the same time, and it's got that unique, interesting shift to it. Really pretty. I did end up really enjoying this. And then as a topper, I wore Fair Maiden's Tinseltown, which unfortunately my bottle broke. My dog knocked it out of my hands when I was holding a whole bucket of polish, and he knocked it out of my hands, and this polish broke. I was able to salvage. This is what's left. I did actually end up going on the website and buying a new bottle because I just want the full bottle with, you know, the label, everything. I know I'm going to give this to a friend. But anyways, this together was so pretty. I really liked it. It was beautiful. And I will keep this because it's unique, it's interesting, and I did like the way it looked. Especially with this topper because it's got these little pinky glowing flakes, and it really just translated well on top of this kind of like dusty rosy mauve. Okay, so then for the month I wore 2 pedicures. I'm trying to get better with pedicures. A lot of times I will wear the same mani for like the entire month, and I'll only wear 1 pedicure for the whole month. And sometimes it will bleed into like the next month. I'm really trying to do better about that. So this month I wore 2. I wore Cuticula's Ataholon. This was in my whole collection project polish. Really like this, so pretty. I like to get this on my nails someday, but this is really pretty on the toes. And then I wore Bluebird Lacquer's Got Any Sparrow Change, and this was really pretty as well on the toes. And again, I'd like to get this onto my nails as well. Look at that, really pretty. Actually, I think I put this on towards the very end of November because it's now December and this is still on my toes, which I'm going to be changing up soon, but really pretty. All right, guys, that was everything that I wore in the month of November. I think I had a really great month. Leave any comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.